Hello, hello, hello. Kumusta ka mo? Hi. My fault. As you can see, I already have some color correction going on here. Well, I hit the record button, but I wasn't able to hit the record on my audio. So, gotta repeat the process. In today's video, I will be showcasing Filipino products that are made by Filipino entrepreneurs or made in the Philippines makeup products. So I'll mostly use them because some it's not available yet, or I just haven't seen it in the right kind of places. And of course, Strokes just released their eyeshadow cream, so I'm also gonna make a review of that and make 6 looks. Also, this video is like a follow-up of what I just said in my makeup therapy series, and this is the link to that one if you haven't seen it yet. I said to support local, and this is very much dedicated to that. I actually have a YouTube series or like playlist wherein I just review or just use all Filipino products. Check those out if you haven't yet. Okay, so I started with my primer, which is Tatcha. Next up is my color corrector, which is from Sephora. And now this one that's in my eye is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in 29N. I'm also going to apply some to my pimples. I'm not really sure what my shade here is, but I have both the cream and the warm. This is from Mermaid Beauty. This is their full coverage foundation, so I'm not really sure. I'm going to try those out, and I'm pretty sure cream is my shade. I'm going to use an LH blender for this. That's too yellow, but we'll make do. I'm going to use my Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate because this formula is a bit dry. Girl, ang hirap ng pump, ha? Girap. I'm not into the inconvenience here. Okay, so Mermaid Beauty, you gotta, improve our packaging because it's really inconvenient to the point that it's really inconvenient. So I'm just gonna put some of that in my neck because it's too yellow. This is from Squad. This is their mousse. Baked. This is actually like a perfect color for contour. Just a tiny bit. Still smells really good. It smells like ice cream. Okay, I'm gonna use my ColourPop F30 to blend this out. Since there's no bronzer that I can find, I'm just gonna use my Fenty Beauty Cream in Fenty Glow Cheeks Out. I'm gonna use the Wave 102 to apply this one. Next, for my blush, I'm gonna use Colorete Matahum. Why does everything smell like bubble gum? I'm going to use ColourPop F31 to apply this. I actually forgot to put on highlighters, so I'm going to use this one. This is from Pat McGrath LMA. I'm just going to use my LH sponge to blend this out. I'm going to set it with my Laura Mercier powder. Something wrong with my voice. For my highlighter, I'm going to use Colorete, and this is Crystal Prism. I'm not going to put it directly on my face because it can be too much. So I'm just going to put it at the back of my hands. I'm going to use ColourPop F33 to apply this. Colorete's highlighter is really good. This is a must. Even Squad's highlighter is really good too. And that's really affordable. I don't want my lips to dry out. So I'm going to use, this is a Scramble from Filipina Beauty. It's just a clear gloss. Such a good gloss, actually. Now for my brows, Strokes and Brow Sculpt Duo. I want to fill in the gaps first, and then I'm going to brush that in with their spoolie. Now using my own spoolie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brow soap from Mermaid Beauty. I'm going to activate it with water. Let's see how this works. This is actually the first time that I'm going to use this, so I'm not really sure how it's going to pan out. Let's see if it's going to hold up until later, but it seems like it's pretty good. Next, I'm going to use the Strokes Micro Blade Pen Perfector, and then I'm going to fill in some more gaps. Now that we're done with this, you know what's next. It's our eyes. So I'm going to use first Fenty Beauty for my primer, and I'm not going to set this with powder. I'm just going to do one eye first. so that it doesn't get so sticky later on. I'm gonna start first with something simple, and I'm gonna use this one. Since this is a very poppy color, I just want to use a simple look for this one. This lighter shade, I'm gonna put it all over my eyes first. For this color, I can just put it on my lid, like that, all over my lid. And then I'm gonna use the ColourPop E22 to blend this out. You wanna blend it out while it's not drying out. This is also gonna be the first time that I'm gonna use these products, so I'm not really sure if the looks that I want would be very, I don't know. Let's see. It actually came out pretty easy. Something like that. I'm not gonna put more. What I'm gonna do next is just take the other side, the darker one. So this is a very simple smoky look. And then with the same brush, I'm going to blend that out. The mattes are very mattes, of course, but the metallics, if you spread them quickly, it's very sheer. I think you're not supposed to spread it quickly, as I did. This is from ColourPop E26, and I'm blending this out. Okay, so I feel like with the glitter, it clumps up together with the matte. I am going to use the Truffle Dazzle. It's this one. I'm going to start first with the matte. The matte is actually very pigmented. I really like how it blends well. The trick really here is to use like fluffy brushes with cream-based formula like this one. So this is from Zoeva 227. And I'm going to start with the outer corner and then blend that. Just tap and blend. So this is ColourPop E27, same shadow, and then I'm gonna bring it up here. Okay, I think I need a flatter brush, so I'm gonna use a ColourPop E25. Also, one thing to note about cream formulas is you slowly build it up, because once it settles, that's it. There's no going back. And then with the other brush earlier, I'm not going to put anything, it's a clean brush. I'm just going to blend that. Then using this brush again, which is the ColourPop E25, I'm going to bring it out down here. There you go, there's like a smoky eye effect there. Next is I'm going to use that one. I get some like of a copper vibe to this. Then I'm gonna get that brush again and I'm gonna blend it like that. And I'm gonna put some on the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna use instead my Kat Von D liner. Okay, so what's next is I'm going to put on some mascara, and I'm going to use Mermacara Lengthening Mascara by Mermaid Beauty. That's actually a good brush. So I have here two glue liners from Luxe Liner. This one is in black and this one is in clear. Now for this eye, I would use the clear one, and for this eye, I'd use the black one. I'm gonna use the Celine Luxe Liner. So if you wanna save 10% on your Hilux purchases, then you may use my code, which is LuxeVictoria10. You can get 10% off for 1,500 pesos and above purchases. Post it on Instagram and then tag me or Hilux. Okay, I'm not kidding this, but it's very easy to apply. So I'm just gonna blend my mascara together with a falsie. And then I'm gonna use the clear one on the other side. Okay, so I'm just gonna type line this one. As you can see, it's really pretty. This actually gives me like a 90s or 80s vibe, so I'm gonna put a white liner on my lower waterline. For my lips, I am gonna use this. This is from Lip Finesse Tinta. It's in the shade Tinta. And that is it. That is the first look. Oh my god. It was harder than expected. It's because of the glitter that I had such a hard time with it. But the mattes are perfect. Like, they're really blendable. It's really the glitters. So, oh my god, we have four more shadows. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna use the Strokes Plum Prism. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Zoeva 237. I'm gonna look straight. And then I'm just gonna fill in. Let it dry it out first so that I can apply the second shade, which is this one. It's really so watery. Okay, I'm gonna use my ColourPop E23 to apply this on the inner corner. It's gonna give it some depth and dimension. I'm gonna blend this out from soft to like sharp, very sharp. I'm gonna use some of this glitter and put it here. I'm gonna add some pop of color with this one. So I'm gonna use the Purple Luster, the matte one. I'm gonna use ColourPop E28. And I'll put that here. That's it. I actually really like it. Okay, so for the next eye, I'm gonna use this one. This is the Strokes Desert Flare. Reminds me of an everyday nude makeup. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. A simple nude makeup. So I'm gonna take that color, and then this is the Zoeva 227, and then blend it out. I'm gonna use the ColourPop E25, same color, and apply it on my lower waterline. Next is I'm gonna take the glossy, the glitter part area. I think this is more of a champagne color. I'm gonna take this ColourPop E28 on the inner corner of my eye. Then we're gonna blend this out. So I'm just gonna add more dimension on the outer corner. And that's it. That's your everyday eye look for this one. I'm gonna use this one. It's from Filipinta. It's Posh. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is a gloss. Okay. And it's this one. It's actually pretty good for a gloss. What do you think? And this is the final look. Okay. Kamusta naman, diba? For the fifth look, I'm gonna use a tape for this one. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the fox eye look, but I am gonna do that. So I'm gonna use this bronze chocolate color. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Zoeva 224. I'm gonna start blending it here on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm gonna make a wing. So I'm gonna get the Swish brush here. Okay, just a small wing. Okay, just enough. Once it's a bit dry, I'm gonna get the same color and I'm gonna smudge this out. I feel like this would be a soft fox eye look, not really like a sharp one. I'm gonna go back again to the brush that we used earlier, which is the Zoeva 224, with nothing there, and just blend this out. And that's it for that side. Now I'm gonna take it off later, because we're going to do something on the inner corner of our eye. So for the inner corner of our eye, I'm going to take again the Swish brush with the same color. Next, I'm going to take the bronze part of the bronze chocolate. That's a good color. I am going to spread it on the inner corner of my eye. Just in the inner corner. I'm going to take this Zoeva 237 and then use the matte side again. I think I've already done this look before. I'm not sure. You can actually look at some of my looks before on my Instagram page. The link is down below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline this and then sharpen it. Do something like that. Then I'm going to blend this out inside. I can actually maneuver this more with a powder shadow. But you know, what's good about cream-based formulas is you can make them as a base. I'm going to go back to the glitter colors, so I'm going to use the ColourPop E24. And I'm placing it on the inner corner just so it can blend out properly and give it some depth. And now it's time for the big reveal. Look at that, very sharp. I'm just gonna blend this out a bit because it's too much. Then using the ColourPop E28, I'm gonna get that darker color and blend it on my lower lid. Just 3/4 of it, doesn't have to be all the way. And I'm gonna smudge the edges here as well. I actually like blending this when it's a bit dry because I can control things better. I'm gonna bring some of that chocolate in my waterline. Since it's very liquidy or watery, then this formula is very good for the look that we're gonna do for this side. I'm gonna start first with the black part. Oh, by the way, this is the Midnight Galaxy. I'm just going to use like a loose brush. So this is a halo, okay? So what we're gonna start with is here. We only need a bit of the dark color. This is the perfect brush for this cream shadow because it diffuses so much. And then we're gonna bring some of that in the inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna leave the center part blank. We're gonna take the galaxy part, well, that part, the gray part, and then I'm gonna use this swish brush and I'm applying it all over my lid. We're gonna go back into Zoeva 224 and the black shadow and then just blend it out on the outer corner again. You see how it gave some depth to it? Yes. And then the same thing on the inner corner of our eye. I'm gonna blend that out outwards. For the lower waterline, I'm just gonna use this one, ColourPop E29, like a small brush. I'm gonna use the black matte color. I'm only gonna put on the sides because we're aiming for the halo effect. And then I'll put the galaxy one in the center, my lower waterline. So I'm just gonna type line this. It's the Desert Flare. I'm gonna use this side of it for the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna use a Zoeva 230 for this. There we go. And then using the same color, I'm gonna put some on my brow bone. And that's it for the midnight part. Oh my god. Stress. 6 looks. Oh my god, 6 looks. Okay. All right. And lastly, for our lips, I'm gonna use Lip Pinnas Mayari. You know what? I'm just gonna use the Desert Flare matte of this one and put it on my lips. Because hell yeah, why not? That's a good color. I'm just gonna blend this. And that is it. What do you think? Comment down below your thoughts. If you want to see the pictures of the 6 looks, then you may visit my Instagram page. The link is down below in the description box. So for the 6 or for the 12 cream-based formula eyeshadows of Strokes, now those are good as cream bases, which means it's going to be your base first, and then you're going to put on a powder eyeshadow on top. Now that's great, but if you're going to use it on its own, then I'm pretty sure you're going to have a hard time blending it out. So in my experience, this kind of formula is really good as a base. I'm pretty sure this is not beginner friendly. I really don't suggest any cream-based formulas or liquid formulas of eyeshadow for beginners. If you're going to put powder on top, then that's great, because the whole reason of a cream-based formula is so that whatever eyeshadow powder you put on top of it is more vibrant. So that's the whole point of a cream-based formula based on experience, and it's really good as a base, but not as a whole, because you're gonna be so frustrated blending out cream-based formulas. I'm not so much a fan of this one because it was so watery to the point that it was so hard to blend, unless you're going for a sheer look. But if you want to build up, it's not a buildable formula because it's so watery. That's my opinion. I'm not an expert, but I am, as you can see, an enthusiast on makeup. So that's my take on my review for the Strokes eyeshadow. And for everything else, the brow soap from Mermaid Beauty is great. Everything else is really great, actually. So yeah, pretty much that's it. And hey, don't forget, if you want to buy from Hey Lux, use my code LuxVictoria10 to get a 10% off. If you like this video, please hit the like, the share, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.